good time at the party, enjoying the drinks at the bar, and you're mingling with a chick. Maybe talking to a dude. But guess what? Party's over. They want the lockdowns to come back. They want the lockdowns to come back. At least Mitch McConnell and some of the Democrats do. And of course, you get Republicans. You get the wolf in sheep clothing Republicans clapping for him. Clap Mitch McConnell. Yes, do it. Do the lockdowns again. Do it. Hey, you got that turtle saying, hey, if we don't get these vax numbers up, we're going to have to do lockdowns again. You get these other Democrats saying, oh, man, we might have to do these lockdowns again if we don't get these vaccinations up. They're going to do it again, man. I have a bad feeling about this. I have a really bad feeling in my core. They're going to try it again. I cannot do more lockdowns. I'm done with it. This should not be a left-right issue. But I tell you what's going to make it a left-right issue. Some people are going to be like, oh, this wouldn't happen if everyone got the vax. That's what we're going to say, right? That's what they're saying. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if you see that on Twitter or whatever. Get the vax for what? I mean, let me say this for YouTube's guidelines. You do you. You talk to a doctor. Okay, if you feel like you need to get the vax, you get the vaccine, okay? If I can't tell you what to do on that, I'll just say that I don't have it. And I don't intend on getting it anytime soon. Because I'm not afraid of a virus that has a 99% survival rate according to the CDC own numbers. And I can pull that up. And I will pull that up. Even according to data from the CDC, you're talking about something that has about around 99, 98, maybe worse, 94% survival rate. So pretty good, really good. I'm not worried about it. I haven't been worried about it at all since day one. I was worried about when we heard about the coronavirus in China and seeing those bodies drop. But as soon as the lockdown started happening here in the U.S., and I just didn't care. And since the day the lockdown started, I've been out with the neighbors, smoking cigars, drinking beers, mingling, and didn't get it not one time, not one scare. My wife got it, and she's pretty much a shut-in. And I slept next to her, still didn't get it. And I was, next to her without a mask. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you'd be like, that's anecdotal. What I'm saying is, I am not fearful of this thing. And a lot of people are not fearful of this thing. Someone like me, someone like you, probably just don't want the vax, probably don't feel like they need it. And if they catch COVID and they don't fare well, then, they took their chance, didn't they? I know that. Like, if I catch super COVID, the Delta variant, the super ultra Mega Man variant, I don't know, just whatever crazy variant that they have. I bite the dust from it. Well, that sucks. But, I have myself to blame there. I suppose I was wrong. The irony of it would be kind of nice as I leave this mortal coil. And then my family would benefit from the life insurance. And if I survive, well, then I'm still with the family. Yay. But then I have to work more for sustenance. Great. But the reason why I'm deviating this far sounds like getting lost in the weeds here, but I'm talking about the vaccination because that's what it's going to be. People will be like, oh, the reason why the lockdowns are happening again is because you didn't get the vax. Now, I hope these lockdowns do not happen again. I hope that maybe I just sound like a crazy madman, and maybe after a month or two passes, maybe in December I want to watch this video again, or if you're watching this video around this time, it's like, man, this guy was just, I don't know, paranoid and talking crazy talk. The lockdowns never even happened again. But the thing is, they're happening again in other places like Australia and China because of fear of the Delta variant and what's happening there. Australia's locked down because they're trying to get 0 cases. They're insane. They're absolutely insane. But that's their plan. Guess what? It doesn't seem to be working. In fact, there's experts saying, hey, no, this doesn't appear to be working. We're locked down and we're still getting cases. We're not getting it down to 0. It's a virus. It's not just going to go away. It's not going to go away. Polio is not even gone. Like that stuff is still around. It's still around. The measles is still around. Like, it doesn't just go away. Someone's going to have it. Someone's going to have it. It might be even like dormant in their body and they just have it. Oh. It stays. Besides, there's another reason why it's not going to go away, because I guarantee you, maybe not the same lab, but there's another lab somewhere out there probably researching another version of this wonderful little virus, a gift from China, gift from, hey, Dr. Fauci. Dr. Fauci funded virus. Look at that. Lockdowns again. It really shouldn't be a left to right issue. It should be, yeah, we're not doing it again. We're not doing it again at all whatsoever. No, just no. Because it didn't work. It was supposed to be, when they did the lockdowns, when it first started, it was 15 days to slow the spread so that the hospitals are not going to be overwhelmed. But that was a big fucking joke. You know it was a joke when they had those emergency hospitals. They had one here in Houston. You know, they had that hospital, that military hospital ship go to New York. And they weren't even used. They were closed down, shut down, sent back. A waste of tax money. Not a single bed of those emergency hospitals were used. So it's like, that was a load of crap. And then just kept on going. Lockdowns going even more. Crushing businesses. Crushing people's ability to work. Ability to just live. You can't live your life. You have no freedom. You cannot get out of your house. Depending on where you live, right? If you lived in New York, you couldn't even go out to pray. You couldn't even go to church. You know, they would crush you. You couldn't even go to a funeral. But guess what? You still got cases and you got deaths. What's insane is if you look at the states that are the hardest in the lockdowns, the most strict in the lockdowns, you still have if you look at the states, those are also the same states with the highest caseload and the highest death rate for COVID. What's up with that? How can New York be one of the most strict when it comes to the lockdown, but yet also be the highest when it comes to cases and deaths? Do the lockdowns just not work? Oh, of course they don't work. It doesn't work. It's garbage. What would be easier? What would be better is just let people live their lives and let the virus run its course. Just let it run its course. Oh, but my great-grandma, my grandma, my grandpa, my great-aunt, they might die. Well, it's unfortunate, but death is a thing that happens. And, you know, I'm sorry. It sucks, and I understand what I'm saying might sound a little selfish, might sound a little mean, but your great-grandma, your grandma, your great-aunt, they're going to die sometime, okay? And they've died because of COVID. Well, you know what? Is it that bad to go? I mean, if you think about all the options away you can go in life and leave this mortal coil, you got getting shot, getting killed, illness, dying of old age, but that's rarely going to happen. You know, it's usually going to be illness, or being murdered, or suicide, when it's or an accidental death. But really, honestly, I mean, come on, you got 4 ways you're really going to go. So if it's going to be COVID, that's fine. That's fine. I might sound like a bitter bastard there. Here's the thing, though. They may say it's selfish for me and for you to say, you know what, I'm not going to shut down my life because your great grandpa or your great aunt. But it's also selfish for them to want me to shut down my life, for you to shut down your life, so that their great aunt and great grandpa or grandpa or whoever can live a little bit longer. So it's selfish on everyone's end right there. I just say, let's just live. If you want to do that to protect your family members, then you do that. You make sure that they're a shut-in, that they're a homebody, and you sanitize yourself every time you go into the home. You do that. You be that germaphobe guy, okay? You do that. You do that. But I'm not doing it again, and I'm sure you don't want to as well. We do not want these lockdowns to happen again. And it's funny when you see it might have been a while since you thought about this. Really, just Google or DuckDuckGo, U.S. states with the highest COVID deaths, the highest cases, and U.S. cases with the most strict lockdowns. And the numbers are telling. The numbers are very fucking telling. And it's like, okay, well, we're just not doing this again. And the last thing I'll say on this, for those who are like, oh, but the vax, just get the vax. I mean, until the government forces me, like literally forces me, I'm not doing it. That's just for me. It's not even because I want to be an ass or be that my freedom, my rights guy. I just don't care. I'm not interested in getting it. I'm not motivated in getting it. I just don't want it. I don't feel the urgency. We were told that COVID was going to be like the bubonic plague or whatever. Not even close. Not even. It looked like that in China when the bodies are dropping, which looking back at that now, that might have been propaganda because, I mean, if you think about how information leaves China and China pretty much allows that, the Chinese government allowed that information to get out. Kind of weird, you know? Anyway, I'm just saying, I'm not worried about it. I was, like I said, I was out with the neighbors, out socializing quite a bit. Didn't stop any of that. At my line of work, I was out making contact with all sorts of families, and didn't get it not one time, not even close. And like I said, my wife had it. She recovered just fine. She just had to sleep for a little bit, had to lay down for a little bit, but that was fine. That was easy. And I slept next to her. I didn't even get it. I'm not even worried about it. Okay, just not at all. But what about you? What say you? You want these lockdowns to resume? Or to, I guess, come back? No. I want to go the DeSantis route, where he says he vows that no lockdowns for Florida. And I hope Abbott does the same thing. No lockdowns for Texas. I hope he does. Because I want to live my life. Anyway. You have a good one. Y'all take it easy.